Hi, I've been sitting here contemplating my navel, trying to get started, and I was looking on the internet for some ideas, or even for my own photographs of my paintings. And then the internet went down. We're having the new boiler fitted, and our engineer drilled through a cable in the wall. So we lost. So I just sat here working out a bit of a drawing, a windmill, simple mill. All the windmills now in UK are homes, des restorations, some simple buildings and trees, but essentially a flat landscape. So I'm going to do a line and wash. We'll try and do a line and wash. So I'm using the black acrylic paint. So we'll just work away this background here. This just going across there with the grass or whatever we're going to put in there. All right. I want to do a lot of trees up here, so just. I have to thicken this up with a nice lot of ivy and stuff on these. Do like ivy. As far as I know, and I've said it before, ivy uses the trees to climb up. It doesn't leach off the tree, and people pull it off and as if it's going to damage the tree. And I don't think it does. I think it just uses it as support. Just work away happily. Yes. Like a nice thick oak. Danger is I'm copying more from the other side, aren't I? So we'll have to change that somehow. The oaks go all over the place with their fabulous boughs. Right, I'll go back to that in a minute. I want to. Whoops, it's got a bit heavy. Bushes going across here, undergrowth. Whoops, I put a tree there. I'll work on this thing here. Branches come across and come in front of other ones. It's not it's a 3D thing, not just a single plane. It's very dry. So when I do my wash, it's going to work very fast. Okay, so this has gone a little bit heavy. That's going to go a bit heavy too. With the paper, the Fabriano, it's not that rough, and so that's why we get these blots. Just making these up really, look. Getting carried away. Just step out a little bit there. Right, now we've got to do something about this windmill here. Just put in the sail, just a single stroke for that. I remember going to Sutton Windmill in Norfolk, or the Norfolk Windmill near Acrylic years ago, and it was the owner of it was restoring it, and it was absolutely marvellous, very large. Right, just get that down. I don't want this head too heavy, I'll do it with paint. And a bit of a roof there. Just old roofs, oak beams. Now we want to establish a light source on this, so I've had the light coming from there, from my little arrow there. Then we can do a bit of darker side here, but because I'm working upright almost, I can't flood the paint on one side and touch it with water because it'll run down rather than across. So I'll just sketch that in there, just shade it a little bit. And a bit of shade on there. Okay, a bit of shadow cast, was it? Now we just distancing there. Just show you some distant trees there, or further back anyway. Just thin the paint down. And I can do the rest with a brush. Right, let's just put some meat on the bones here. That's what I do. If it works, it looks good. Just stroking the. I don't want to force the paint into the little hollows on the paper. Don't end up with that. So I'm just using just a tiny little bit of it and drying it off a little. So the idea is to get a nice shape on your twigs, on your canopy of twigs. But don't repeat like that. That's okay. Now I want to just do the top here, and I'll paint more twigs in with the rigger. But that tree is in front of that one, so we're going to have to be a bit stronger than this. Get that in there. Oh, just a bit harder shape than this. Great fun, isn't it? So let's do some ivy on here. And I might even try, if I can show it, I'll see if I can get a bit of a fence in this before we even think about painting. Well, let's have some ivy in here. Right. Right. Okay. So we've now got to sort out the path and some of the grass across this field. Just a few bits of grass and stuff. I'll do it with the rigger later on. Just want to show some rough ground really. Not a ploughed field or anything as obvious. Just just hit that. No. When you do fences and stuff, just hit and miss, just show little bits. and let the viewer fill in the gaps. Just a hint of fence going along here. Hardly shows really, but we'll show here if I can get it wet enough. I don't want to put any posts on there. I just want to put in a bit of hedgerow, heavier stuff here. We're coming to the foreground, so now we want the bushes, the blackberry. I do line and wash now because I didn't know what to do earlier. But I wanted to paint, but I didn't know what. Because I can't do another Lakeland scene for a while, because otherwise it will get very boring. So I've got to try doing different things. I might even do this in 2 parts. Spend more time on the drawing and then not so much time on the painting phase. I'm really painting, aren't I? Painting with a brush or drawing. Just showing the, just a bit of shape on the ground there. And if I put a bit of a hedgerow tree, so I do like winter trees, they're my favourites, so I do them all the time. I just get lost in doing this sort of stuff. Now I reckon we could put in another one over here, so going up into there, so let's just, right, let's do another 3 coming up here. Remember to bring branches down as well as up and over. Oops. No, that's cool. I don't know what I'm going to do there. That's a bit of ivy. I wanted this one a bit heavier just to balance because it's nearer to us, but we'll have to put some little tiny twiggies coming out of that, otherwise it'll be meaningless. Could be a lot of mistletoe, couldn't it? Just wanted just to anchor the base of the tree here for some shadow from it. Right, okay, so that is it. Oh, clean my brush. Always clean your brushes when you're using acrylic, because once it's dry you've lost it, you've had it. Right, I'm going to go and have some grub now. So that will be part 1. Thanks for staying with me. See you later. Bye bye.